All right, another one of our top sellers are chunk bars. Okay, so chunk bars do not have petroleum-based products in it. They also don't have SLS and SLES, which are also products that are, or chemicals that are in normal soaps. Now, we do mostly chunk bars, right? We do bar soaps. They smell amazing. This one actually is going to be Amy's because this is the last one of the cocoa in stock for me, and you can't get it online anymore, so she asked if I could send this to her. So they have a really good smell. Here's the deal with the chunk bars. This is huge, okay? It is a lot bigger than a Dove bar. The kicker to keeping this around for a long time is take it out of the wrapper, put it on a paper plate, microwave it for about 20 seconds until it's not pliable, like you don't want it to be bubbling, but so that you can get a thick kitchen knife out of it, into it, I should say. This bar can be sliced into 12 slices, going this way. That way, that little slice is the only part you're getting in your shower. That little slice should last you about 2 weeks. That way, when that one's done, then you go on to your next slice. Now, I normally, because I sample out a lot of my stuff too, is I'll cut them all at one time. But what people will also do is just heat it up, slice off what you need, put it in a, like, I have my snarky bar in just like a little bag. And then the next time you need it, go. So these are amazing. They give you that clean feel and they have a good smell. We don't do a lot of body washes because of the products that are in them that make them bubbly are not good for your skin. Most of them, although they say they're hydrating, they're actually causing more damage and dehydrating, whatever, taking hydration out of your skin. And that's the reason why for the constant need of using them. So we don't do a lot of them. I think right now we have two. Our Gender Bender Bar, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you have a husband that is a mechanic, like out here we have a lot of people that are farmers. Anybody that's dirty, gets, you know, the stuff stained to their hands. Gender Bender Bar is a detoxing bar, chunk bar, that takes off everything. Now, I use it to clean my makeup brushes because it's hydrating enough that it's not drying out my expensive face brushes. We use it to take out blood out of shirts. I've used it to clean my kids' shoes. Like, it's good enough and doesn't, okay, it's not as strong to not be able to use it on your face, but it's strong enough to take things out of clothing. Does that make sense? Because it doesn't make sense to me all the time, but I know that I have like looked it up and researched and made sure that I'm putting something on my body that's not horrible. But Gender Bender is great. They're also, for guys, we have a Hunk Chunk, again with the name, but that one's more of a musky smell that guys would be more appreciative for. I mean, this is coconut. I think on page 30 and 31, it goes over the actual like size wise and what's in our soap, what's in your normal soap, but also in the back on page, oh, that's Snarky Bars. I'll go over that in a second. Here we go. Page 56, there is a whole bunch of scents that we have right now. So you can actually like see what you would like. Like I said, milking it, I have, that one's a really clean scent. There's a whole Where You Been All My Life, which is an espresso bean. I love that one. That one smells good. And it has a slight exfoliant in it, so that one's awesome. Okay, so chunk bars, awesome, $9. Snarky bars are my life. Okay, here we go. It doesn't normally come in a sandwich bag. So this is the size of them. And that also, I think the different scents that we have right now, this one's an older scent, is on page 63. So the Snarky bar, same thing. I cut slices off of it so it's not sitting in water the whole time. And this is an intense body exfoliator. You wouldn't be able to tell. It literally looks like it's just soap with some chunks in it. This one has kiwi seed and passion fruit, I think is what's in this one. Yeah. But it is the best exfoliator ever for your body. So I have like just a little tiny chunk in my shower, and I just use it, and you literally scrub your body. Now, if you have tattoos, if anyone else here has tattoos, or I'm a lone person in that, exfoliation keeps your tattoos better. So if you exfoliate daily on your tattooed area, then your colors are brighter. I have never had mine have any issues with color since I started using them. Right? Like, my colors are still bright. My black is still black. My black is not that dull gray, because my back one has that dull gray because I can't get to my back all the time, right? Like, that's a hard part to exfoliate. But any of my ones that are shown, if you exfoliate daily, the lifetime of your tattoo looking nice and looking new is extended. So heads up, just in case you want to know that. So Snarky bars, this will last you forever. I have had this for probably like 6 months, and half of it, I think I've only needed to use 3 slices off of this. The rest of them were for samples for people that wanted to try. So I highly, highly recommend these. However, oh wait, one more thing. This is such an intense exfoliator. Do not use it on your face. Just as a heads up. If you ever, when you try it, you'll know why I'm saying that. All right, we have foaming hand wash. It's the same thing that you would get everywhere, except for the thing is that we don't have any of the drying properties in there. It actually smells really good. There's 2 of them. They call them Win and Foam. This one is grapefruit and cardamom. I'm a grapefruit fan. I don't like eating them, but I love the scent of them. As you can tell, my heater is on, and I am turning bright red, but it's like 40 degrees outside. So that's one of those. We do have those. Okay, our body creams are amazing. I'm going to go over, I have body creams left, and then I have our foot products that I'm going to go just in this one just because it's all kind of body. Okay, there's a couple different options. Some of our body creams are like this, and it literally is not moving, right? Like nothing's moving out of that bad boy. Now, this is the Fresh Creamy Milk, and this one is milk thistle and goat's, what is it? Shea butter, milk thistle, and bamboo. It is a really clean scent. It doesn't really smell like anything, except for, you know what? It kind of reminds me of Tropicana or whatever that, what is that stuff? Hawaiian Tropic, there we go, not Tropicana, not orange juice. The Hawaiian Tropic, like sun lotion stuff that our parents used to use when we were younger, but it's not as intense. It's not like that stick around with you all day. So that's kind of ours. And the nice thing about ours is they're not tacky. Like, you know how like the Bath and Body Works, when you do them, they have like that tackiness. We don't have that. So it's a very smooth, and it absorbs into your skin like no other. So we use shea butter a lot, because shea butter adds something to your skin, whereas a lot of the other ones have gluten fillers in them or soy fillers just to make the product thick, but it doesn't actually do anything for your skin. And if you have eczema, this one, so my routine with my son is we exfoliate because that helps get rid of the eczema that's on. We soap, right? And we use he has the Milking It one, which is kind of like the one to this. And then body butter, right? Now the other body butters we have, like this one, Cheers My Dear, I think Amy was mentioning this one. This one smells amazing. It is, I think it's pomegranate. Yeah, pomegranate with spicy ginger. As you can tell, it's almost gone. But it is amazing. But this one is definitely more liquid, as I am about to lose all of it. So it still has the same, not as tacky, still smooth, but it's not as much of a butter as it is a lotion that's in a container, canister, whatever it's called. So, yeah. And if you have any questions on any of them, on what kind they are, like Haze is like this one, Indigo Girl is like this one, Cheers My Dear and Plum Luck are like this. Moon Over Sedona, which is a retired one that's really cheap right now. Snarky Butter and Portlandia are kind of like an in-between, these two. So it's not as thick as this, but it's not as thin as this one. So yeah. Okay, our feet products are awesome. And I am going to show you the 3-stepper that we use. Okay. Well, here's one too also, because sometimes on the 3-step there's a rubby scrubby, and this is kind of the size of the Icy Hot containers that I was trying to say, but they're that size. Okay, so we have a sand scrub. This one, Rio Rumba, I believe is out of stock, but there's another one and I just ordered it, and I think it's a retired item, but they still have it online, and it's a white sand foot scrub. I can't remember the name of it right now because it's not in my catalog, but I just ordered one because I'm running low on this one. Now my son loves this. He plays soccer, so his feet are disgusting. But yeah, like look, it's so thick. And it literally is sand, and this one smells like, I don't even know, it's like some kind of fruit. Of course it's not going to tell me. Oh, acai, maybe that's what that is. But that is so good. So I use this sometimes in my shower if I don't have this around, which is the Rubby Scrubby. This is great if you don't want to do the 3-step process and you just need something to exfoliate your feet. You just grab a little bit of this, scrub it on, rinse them off, and then you're not going to have that slick feeling when you're in the shower when you step back down. So these are great. Here is the 3 set for feet. I have my little brother using this because he wears boots all day, so his feet get gross, and he has yet to realize that when he gets home he needs to just take off his boots and put different socks on, which is kind of gross TMI, but everybody has the same issues. Okay, step 1, Rubby Scrubby. Okay, it is this in a scrub, and it smells like mint. So what they say is, like, when you're in the shower, scrub this on. So instead of having to get your hands dirty, you can just use this. Okay, rinse it off. When you get out of the shower, you can use toes before bros. I actually think this one's funny. Okay, this one is a hot foot wrap. So what they say is to dry your feet off, put this on, put a hot, damp towel around your feet, sit for, I think this is 10 to 20 minutes. Once that's done, rinse your feet off, towel them off, and then use Swanky and Soft. Now this is a fruit enzyme based foot cream. So during the day while you're wearing this, this will help you exfoliate the bad parts, the side of your toe, your heel, you know, the other side of your foot, the parts that get really bad. This will help you out. Okay. Now, if this 3-setter is too much work, in all honesty, what I would say to use, because this is more of like pampering when you have time to sit down and just chill. If you have a chronic foot problem, I would say Rubby Scrubby, get out of the shower and put the enzyme foot cream on, because this will help you as you have socks on, as you're going throughout your day. It'll just help exfoliate your feet by itself. You can also do this and then the Swanky. So I kind of feel like the difference between these two is that if you like peppermint, you're gonna like this better. If you like a fruity, you're gonna like this better. So yeah, that's pretty much all the products I have. Oh, nope, I have one more. Yes, I forgot to talk about this. Okay, so who uses coconut oil? And you use the one that's like the soft press, and so it's hard, but then if it gets, well, if you're in Washington, this doesn't happen very often. If it gets really hot, if it gets above 75 degrees, it turns to liquid, and then you can't get it out of the container. So we came out with All Is Balm, okay? It is a mix of cold-pressed coconut oil and shea butter. So it does not start to liquefy until 110 degrees. So if you like straight coconut oil, but you find that you'll go to grab it and it's liquid and you're like, shoot, you know, you're trying to get it out of there, it's just kind of a pain, or you like shea butter but you need just a little bit more, this literally is like, I think it's 110 degrees and it starts to liquefy. So this is a great product. And it definitely, I mean, it's thick. This one, however, though, does take a while to soak in. So I'll usually use it on, like, when I'm about to go to bed, which is usually when I use my coconut oil anyways. But I think that's all the products I have. I really hope, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have any ailments for your skin that you're looking for, like I said, if you have things that you don't like the smell to, or you don't like the product, let me know. I mean, we have everything from bath salts to bubble baths, and everything in between, face washes, soaps. Our products are definitely for people that are more cognizant of the stuff they're putting on their bodies, or maybe even that's not that, but you like a good product that's still good for you, and we kind of fit that niche. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for shopping with Amy.